no one answer to the question of why bad things happen to good people. But what I do know is that people that are given these challenges, they can go one of two directions. If they have tremendous role models and people around them, and they themselves know that God has sent me this challenge not for me to sink, not for me to just survive, but for me to thrive, then they not only can tolerate their challenge, they're able to become an inspiration, and they become so much stronger in their faith than even myself.
It's always been something that just pulled at me. Perhaps it's the innocence of children, the helplessness of children, the idea of how unfair it is for children to suffer. But certainly I've had so many amazing opportunities since getting involved in Chai Lifeline Canada, where I've been able to, on a very, very regular basis, help bring smiles and joy to children suffering from terminal illness and their families.
One of the main things that actually drew me to Chai Lifeline was just the whole idea that it's not just the sick child they help, it's the entire family. The support they put for the entire family, I felt that was like unbelievable. I have never seen that before with another charity.
After being involved very intimately for 8 to 10 years, my wife and I had to rush down to the hospital with one of our children. And, I happened to call Morty Rothman on the way just to, tell him what's going on. And he said, well, let us know if you need anything. We have a volunteer. I'm like, we're good. We're fine. You think you're strong and you think you got it and you think you have all the support and the whole family's here. And you don't realize everything they said yesterday, they knew what was coming today. And I needed that help.
To see what I saw, a child in need, see her Chai Lifeline friend, and to see this frown go upside down, to see all the pain that this child was currently having. And for a moment, I saw someone that was no longer in pain. You don't get that just snapping the finger. It's because this young volunteer invested in this girl so many hours that when I saw their connection, when I saw this girl get picked up and hugged by her volunteer, I said, that's the magic of what Chai Lifeline does. You see the magic as an outsider for 5 seconds, but I know deep down that relationship started years ago.
I wish we could, describe to people how much goes on. Like the second a case comes in, the second a child is diagnosed, like how many different people, volunteers and staff, just get into motion and everyone knows what they have to do. And most of what they do, the families and children don't even themselves realize that they need.
What I found amazing about Chai Lifeline is that they not only take care of, let's say, the kid in need, and not only the parents in need, but the siblings in need. If you know anything about Chai Lifeline, is that they're not just doing the minimum. They're doing everything they can to make life as normal as possible for everyone. And I think that the hidden victims of a family that's hit with this great challenge are the siblings of that kid. It's just very touching to know that was on their radar.
It takes an army to be able to combat that sickness, and I was amazed and that Chai Lifeline jumps in and provides so many different services and supports to the entire family to try to at least bring some normalcy into their lives during the most devastating time of their lives.
One of the things that's magical about Chai Lifeline is that after the crisis is over, the day 8, when whatever happens has happened, they're still there. They're there day 8, they're there day 28, and they're there year 8. And that's the magic of Chai Lifeline, is that they're not only there during the crisis, they're there always, but it's not an effort for them. That's their mandate. And it's not a mandate, that's who they are. They're there to be present, not during and not after, but always.